welcome back to Sisters Debrief. I'm Renee.
And I'm Shina.
And in today's episode, we are going to discuss, would we date ourselves?
Period. If you want to find out the answer, you got to stay to the end of the video. But before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. And you can follow us on our socials, which is all linked below.
Let's just jump straight into it.
Okay.
Let's start with our dating CVs. What is our history with dating? When did we start dating? Let's just get that out of the way.
Right. I wouldn't say I started dating until 17. That's probably my first boyfriend. Before then, obviously, you have little crushes and stuff like that. But my mom traumatized me. And she told me off for liking a boy. And so since then I was like, cool, I'm just gonna focus on school and all of this will come later and stuff. But yeah, I had my first boyfriend at 17. It wasn't a serious relationship. It only lasted like 8 months, and I was in uni, so I was all the way in Coventry, he was here in London. We didn't see each other that much and stuff like that, but I thought the way we came together was cute because we had been friends for a good 2 years.
Okay.
And I was friends with his cousin.
But
like we would all hang out and stuff, but it was cute where it wasn't because he had a girlfriend at the time. But that's neither here or there.
I have not heard this story.
No, you haven't actually. You actually haven't.
Right, we're gonna have our own real personal debrief after this.
But yeah, that's how we came together. But yeah, it didn't work out. And then after him, at the end of uni, that's when I met Split, and we were together for a few years, and then I'm dating a new person now. So in total, I would say 3 that I actually class as like actual dating relationships. What about you?
Me, I had a boo thing in secondary school, but it was more like we like each other, that kind of vibe. It wasn't like I wouldn't say it was a proper serious relationship. It was too young for it to have been serious.
What was your boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yeah, but everyone's boyfriend and girlfriend in school.
Not everyone.
A lot of people. Yeah. Anyways, is this your CV or mine?
Sorry, go ahead.
My CV's got one. Joking. Then I dated this Jamaican brother in college.
This Jamaican
with locks. Should have known. That was my first interaction with a Jamaican man.
And you didn't learn your lesson.
I didn't learn my lesson because I tried to try again. But this was the ex that he liked his best friend, who me and her kind of look similar as well. Listen, I really have a lot to unravel. I didn't know that story, so we don't know the ins and outs of this story. But this man had a girl in the year above, because he was in the year above. The girl was in the year above. Come to me as a woman, the hour 30 minutes before my final exam, and basically she disclosed that he got her pregnant.
What?
Yeah, he got her pregnant.
That's fucked up. Double homicide.
But she'd also disclosed that a lot of the people I thought I was really close with at the time knew. Also, my teacher knew.
Your teacher knew?
Yeah.
And didn't say anything?
No. Yeah, it was a whole different story.
I mean, sorry, not to cut you, but I don't blame her for coming to you as a woman. That's a crazy thing.
The fact that everybody knew.
And seeing you with my man. But
I mean, we was literally just broken up. It was still, I was...
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
He's trifling for that.
He is trifling. Yeah, then at 17, I got with my long-term partner. I was with him for 6 years. And then I was with Brother the Bear, as you guys remember from episode number 1. As I've recently said, I don't claim that relationship. It was a science experiment gone wrong. And I feel like what we both learned is not to date no one's family members.
I guess.
That's it. That's the statement. That was the whole thing. Don't do it.
I mean, I don't think my experience was bad enough to not do it again.
Well, I've learned from my mistake. When was she? But yeah, don't claim that relationship.
Wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no. So the last relationship I had was 2-3 years ago with I love that man. I really did. But no, I generally had a lot of feelings for him. It was just we were on 2 different paths. And the way we broke up, it was very
civil.
It was civil.
People say those are the worst breakups. But...
It took a long time for me to detach and cut that bit off. But I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Moving on. If we was to reinstall our dating apps, how would we describe ourselves on the profile in one sentence?
In a sentence, I have to say homebody, hardworking, but can be spontaneous.
Yeah.
Enjoys a good drink.
It's a long sentence.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's a run-on
She was
sentence.
listening.
That's a run-on
This
sentence.
is why you
Sorry.
should wife me.
Describe myself. I am a kind, caring, funny individual that is not like any girl you've ever met before. That's what I would put.
Okay, because there were more.
Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly.
I didn't think of my answer before I asked you the question. So,
okay.
I would describe myself as high energy. Wow, I felt that.
That's good.
I am, I have a lot of energy. However, I do have a lot of like down. I don't know how to describe that, but high energy because they need to prepare themselves. Because I've got some crackhead little in me, but also I do like to be at home. I love a cuddle.
Exactly.
I love a snog.
This is also not a sentence.
This is your right, and I should admit it. I'm funny. I know that for damn sure. I'm funny, energetic, here for a good time, but not a long time.
Oh.
Obviously not with him, but in life.
But this is for your dating profile.
Oh my god.
Is that what you want them to know?
I don't know what they need to know. Okay, I'm funny, high energy, caring, empathetic, and I'm looking for a boosting.
Right.
Listen, I'm not serious. I'm not serious because I really wouldn't know. They'll have to actually message me to find out more about me.
Yeah, exactly. Fair. That does sum you up, though. So you're being honest.
Yep, honesty is the best policy. Right, if we for some reason ask our exes a question, 2 questions.
Yeah.
What was the best and what was the worst thing about dating us? What do you think your ex would say?
What my ex would say, the best thing is probably how giving I am. I gave a lot, time, money, resources, effort. Like I gave so much. I'm a giver. In that sense.
Okay, and what's the worst?
And the worst is that I'm not a giver in other senses.
Okay, we're gonna swiftly move on.
Just kidding.
Right. Oh.
Right. The worst thing he would probably say is,
I would love to hear what he has to say.
I would love to hear too.
Split. Comment down below.
You know what? I don't know. I think probably that has to be the worst thing because
You're
keeping it bad about me.
You're keeping
might
it.
Have to.
Yeah, you might have to. It was funny. The best thing my ex would say about me is I was gonna say patience. No. That trifling man put me through a lot. He would say he used to call me sweet, like, oh, you're such a sweet girl, like you're caring, and he just used to say sweet. I think okay. The worst thing about dating me is that he feared for his life. Basically, I'm gonna be honest. He didn't like the fact that I kept calling him out and following my gut feeling and question. I like to question things. I'm nosy. But also, if I feel like communication has been subpar, then I'm going to question it because what the hell was going on?
Exactly.
And
you have every right to question it.
Because he was trifling, I kept catching him in his little lies. It felt like an attack. So, and the fact that I'm impatient. Like, if he would say, "Oh, I've got something to tell you later," tell me now, because I'll.
Do you like
delete that? Delete that. Delete that.
If he knows that you don't like that type of stuff, then he shouldn't do it.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
I've figured out. Sorry, what the worst thing is. The worst thing is that I keep my feelings to myself, and then it just blows up at one time.
No, I'm a bit like that too. Because it's more so about how they react to how you bring stuff up, and
then what I'm bringing up. Like certain things, I'm able to be like, oh, that made me upset or whatever. Certain things, I'm just like, am I gonna say too much? I don't want to cause an argument right now.
Yeah.
And then it just
Picking your
comes up
battles.
big later. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about our red flags.
Everybody's got them. Let's not pretend that everybody is perfect.
Right. So, what do we think our red flags are? Or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I've recently discovered that my crash out era is actually not done. I thought that was like 2019, 19-year-old Renee. But Brother Bear had a way of triggering me and bringing out like not hostile, because I was never violent. It was just towards the end I was getting fed up. Post breakup he was still like in close quarters, so it was a lot of like friction. Still, like, he found the thrill out of like really making me upset and causing arguments.
I hate people like that.
He likes to debate, but it was like he would debate it at my own expense. So especially after we broke up, it was just like who the fuck are you talking to? Like, think before you speak. Come on. So it was like, yeah, I have accepted I'm going back into my crash out era. Another red flag is,
we love a crash out era.
Listen, please, because they'll go to jail. But kind of like you, like if I feel like there's such a big issue, I will just kind of go into my shell, and I would love to talk about it, but I won't have the words to articulate it. It might take me a little bit to get to that stage. Some people find that red flag.
Can be, depends on how it's gone about.
Yeah, but it's not for a lack of trying. I'm generally stuck. Like, you know, when you're gonna cry and there's like a lump in your throat, that's the lump in the throat is the feeling I get.
Then you gotta find alternative ways to communicate that.
Yeah,
in a timely manner though.
I do believe that was because it a safe environment wasn't created for me to bring it up. But red flags, what other red flags do I have? In a relationship, I don't think I have that many. I don't want to be that person, but I just don't think I have that many, because it was more stuff I was working on, like within myself, and stuff I'm still working on, that I would like nitpick out and say that's my red flag, but it's not really a red flag for a relationship.
Okay, which is for my relationship red flags.
Yeah,
my red flags are, I'm impatient. Definitely was trying to learn that in the last relationship, but motherfucker tested my patience, so
they keep doing that.
I didn't have time to get it together. What else? I would say what I said earlier, but I'm not like that anymore. If there's a problem, like, I just have to say it, because there's no point of keeping it in. So that's a beige flag, I guess, or a pink flag, because it's becoming
it's becoming white or
right?
green.
Or green. It's becoming green.
It's neutral. Yeah.
What else is there? I think I have a lot of red flags.
Oh, is it? Is it?
I think so.
I'm perfect.
Oh, we not all perfect over here. Nobody's perfect.
In a relationship, I feel like that's the best version of myself.
Okay. What else? I mean, I think just for the past relationship, for whatever I've gotten now, like, I've been okay.
Yeah.
I've not been bad. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say I'm also selfish. I'll put that out there. I used to always put my feelings first, or like just think of things from my own viewpoint more than considering my partner in that situation, in certain situations and stuff like that. So I could be selfish sometimes.
I think I need to be more selfish, because I think that's why I find it hard to bring up problems, because I'm always thinking about the other person, like how they're gonna react, how they're gonna see it, or how like my perspective is only one perspective and it's not the full picture. So I feel like that's why I get like trapped in my own mind.
Well, I guess that's another red flag, overthinking.
Oh yeah,
I
overthink as well. I overthink as if I get paid.
Everything, the littlest thing. I overthink it.
Yeah.
Okay, so although you say you don't have much red flags, but what's the one red flag that you're most proud of?
Well, right now, it's the crash out queen, because I feel like I was biting my tongue a lot in a relationship. when I look back, I feel like I really wasn't myself. Like, I feel like there was like moments where I was like happy in that moment, but I wasn't happy. Like,
Oh.
yeah, I wasn't happy with my situation.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I feel like where I was biting my tongue a lot, I feel like it's now brewed to a point where it's just like, no, I'm actually going to tell you how you've made me feel. And and it's like, now it's like, you will hear what I have to fucking say.
100%, I support a crash out.
I know you do. It's because
Any
you
crash
want your
out,
own
I
crash out.
support it. I haven't had the opportunity to crash out, or I didn't take it when I could have, so I'm just waiting. But in the meantime, I'm rooting for everyone that's crashing out right now. You got my support.
I'm doing it for everyone.
I'm dead. I think my red flag that I'm most proud of, I mean, I shouldn't be proud of it, but I can manipulate people emotionally.
Okay, go into more detail.
To be honest, yeah, if you look up like cancers and stuff, one of their things is that they are quite good at emotionally manipulating people, and it's because we understand emotions so much, we feel
Kind of justifying it.
I mean, I'm not justifying. I'm explaining why we can do that and why we're good at it. Yes, I can, do a little tear, a little sad face. I can really say
Let's
things.
see it. Show the camera. Not the tear, but the sad face.
No, I can't do it now. It has to be in the moment. Like, I really need you to believe
How could
me.
you say that to me?
I can't do it now. But I can definitely
put it on.
I can put it on, but it's more what I say that will make them be like, oh, it's okay. Like, I'm sorry for what I did.
Oh, damn. If you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Not proud, but and I also don't use those tactics anymore.
That's growth.
Right. It's not good. So I don't do it.
That's growth. Let's do an emotional growth check-in. That links well, actually.
Okay, great.
Okay, so looking back at us 6 months ago, what do you think 6 months ago Shekinah would say about how you are doing now and who you are, or who you've become post breakup?
6 months ago,
You was in Jamaica.
I was in Jamaica. I was living my best life. 6 months ago, I would have just told her, like, listen, girl, we already know relationships don't last. Nothing lasts forever. So this man is not your man. As much as you wanted him to be your forever person, you definitely wouldn't have been happy in the long run.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Can you tell them what your mum said about split and your husband? Please, so I don't mean to interrupt the story, but that just came into my mind, and that was a gem.
This is why I love my mom. She's so real.
Real.
I was telling her about my problems and stuff like that, and she was like, you know what, it's cool. Like, you can stay with him while you find your husband.
That was so... When she told me that, I was like...
Right?
But yeah.
You're right. Like, I agree, actually. Why can't I do that? Yeah.
Why the fuck is no one saying that shit to me? Damn, it's because they really wanted it to work. They really wanted it to work.
I was like, oh, you're so right.
That was... You
ate.
Ate with that one because you are now my elite employee.
So yeah, I would have told her, listen, girl, just let it be. You should have ended the relationship when you had your doubts back in the day, but you've made it this far. You know it's probably not going further. You do it first, and you're gonna find someone great very, very soon. So just hold out. Just hold out. That's what I'll tell her.
Time.
Relax.
I would have told myself something similar. Break up with him before he breaks up with you. That's more of a pride thing, though, for me. But I have problem reflection should not go into a relationship. There was lots of issues and problems before we got together. But I think I was just like, so I liked him way more than he liked me. So it was just like I was like begging for crumbs at the beginning. Then it was like, okay, like a light bulb flipped on his mind, like flickered on. And he was just like, oh, let's be together, I'm going to take you seriously. And that was literally what I wanted to hear. So I jumped at the opportunity. But it was just, that was my most unhealthiest relationship. Just looking back, I barely recognize myself. So what I would tell myself is, yeah, just don't get in that relationship. Let's say I didn't listen to myself. I would say, yeah, break up with him. Because your gut has been saying something's wrong from the jump. and it was just like for a new relationship there was so much problems.
Mm.
It was meant to be the honeymoon stage, and like I didn't feel relaxed or settled. I always felt on edge and always felt like this man.
Before you even got into it as
Yeah.
well, it was just crazy. Sorry guys for the lighting change. Our light just died. I don't know what we're gonna do about that, but we're gonna continue the episode because girl.
Yeah, that was girl. But yeah,
anyways,
I would just say you need to just stay away from that man. I feel like if I stayed away from him, we would have been really good friends.
Yeah.
But now, like, I generally despise his guts. Like, there's no coming back from that. Blocked, deleted, done.
I think the main thing, guys, is to listen to your gut. Your gut never lies. Never, ever, ever does it lie.
Your gut's always right. Even when it's wrong, it's right.
Just trust your gut.
Literally. Okay, so how has heartbreak shaped our like self-worth and our standards for dating?
I think heartbreak.
This particular heartbreak, let's be more specific.
I'm not gonna put heartbreak. I'm gonna put this breakup because I don't think I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but this breakup, it showed me just not to lower my standards. Like if there's just something that I don't agree with, it's fine. Just let it go. You're gonna find someone that has a bit more compatibility with you and stuff. In terms of my self-worth, I think it definitely identified areas for me to work on. So I left with something positive in that sense. Like I know what to work on to improve myself, that I actually feel like it's beneficial, not just for whatever he was asking.
Yes. In terms of my standards, I feel like it just made me like not, because I feel like I bent a lot of my standards to I used to bend my standards to fit the person. So it's now made me extremely picky.
I think it's made you put a wall up.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone. So before, I felt like I was very trusting because I felt like when I was in that 6-year relationship, I didn't date like, and even that, like how we got together, I just knew him before. It wasn't a new person like that. And I don't want to put myself out there because I just feel like I just went for a lot of bullshit with what's his name? What's his brother, the bear? That one. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely put me in put a wall up. I'm picky, but I don't think that's bad because yeah, I'm very picky, like extremely picky. Like I'm not even this picky with my food. But that was for self-worth. I feel like that was the area that was my weakest anyways. So I feel like by me putting up a wall, it's kind of helping me, giving me space to develop that.
That makes sense. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not 100% there, but it's better than it was before, I guess. But yeah.
Okay, so now that we're back in the dating world, are we dating for compatibility or potential?
Oh, never potential again.
Yeah,
that's what I just did.
I think the last relationship was potential, and I think everyone makes that mistake.
You have to make it at least once to know not to do that again.
Yeah.
And in my head, all I think about, oh, this is gonna be a funny story to tell my kids. So when they're going through a breakup, I can like identify it and like
give advice and stuff like that.
The little words of
wisdom. You have to go through things, or you're not gonna grow.
I'm going to reuse what your mother said to you about it's fine to stay from until you find your husband. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they're not abusing you.
Yeah.
And like taking you for either like too much. Like if you can have your good
too
time,
much, just a little bit is fine.
A little bit is fine. But if you can have your good times and getting what you want, and you know you're getting your needs met and stuff like that, stay with them till you find your husband.
Your mom ate with that.
She ate.
But yeah, no, I'm dating for compatibility now. There's a lot more like boxes on my checklist now where there wasn't before. Before it was just like, I will know when I see them. Now it's like, no, you need to be the older sibling. You need to have siblings. You need to know what you want to do in life. You need to like, there's a lot more things you have to check. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think you should only be dating for compatibility. You can't date potential because you're gonna fall in love with potential and not the person that they are. Not everyone's gonna become that potential. Literally. So you need to be dating someone that you can love who they are now and know that you're gonna love who they become to be, because no one's gonna stay the same. Everyone's gonna grow and
Yeah.
stuff. Things are gonna change.
But also, love is not enough for a relationship. It's
Hmm.
not. I don't think it's enough. I think that's what I've learned. I feel like love is not
So what else do you
enough.
need?
You need open communication. You need to have the same intentions,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like you need to be intentional with your dating,
Mm-hmm.
especially like as if you're looking to actually build something. There's probably some more things, but like off the top of my head, that's the things. But I don't think love is enough. And before, I used to think love was enough, and
Mm.
that's why I feel like that's why I kept trying to push. But fuck all that. I ain't doing that shit no more. A man can chase me. I'm not chasing them. I didn't really
Thank
chase them, but
you.
a man can chase me because that's the way God intended it to be.
Exactly. No way to argue with the divine power.
You ate with that sentence. But yeah, definitely date for compatibility, not potential.
Don't do it.
Because also people don't follow the script you create in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did you say that? That's not what you meant to say. Like, fuck.
Exactly.
But
They might
yeah,
not even want to be the potential you're thinking they're gonna be. So it's like you can't just think about potential. You have to think about here and now, because that's what you have.
literally actions,
Yes.
please. But yeah, who are we attracting versus who we want? So why do you think people, or you're not really, not you, but why do you think people like attract situationships? Let's start there.
I think people attract situationships because they're afraid to be honest with what they want.
Okay, so what about the people who, let's say, the one-sided situationships?
Has the other side spoken up to say, I don't want a situationship?
Yeah,
So then why are you staying? It's a choice to leave. If you said you don't want a situationship and the other person had said, well, this is all I want for now, then you up and leave.
right.
And you take your emotion, or if you still want, to do the doing thing,
I love the doing things.
but
Please,
you
parents,
just
don't watch this.
take your emotions away from it. Like, you need to separate at that point so that you can still go and find
So
your
I've got another
person.
follow-up question. How do you separate your feelings from that then?
How do you separate your feelings? You need to tell yourself, this is just physical. That's what you have to do.
This is just
This is just physical.
physical.
The man doesn't want me, and I don't want no one that don't want me.
Mm-hmm.
You have to talk to yourself.
You've been saying that a lot recently.
Because it's true.
Yeah. Okay. She hears voices. What was the question? Why do you think people attract?
Why are people attracting situationships?
In my humble opinion, I think it's because I agree with what you're saying. Like, people don't want to be honest because they know if they'd be honest, then someone would walk away.
I think it's also down to experiences. People's experiences obviously is going to make them less likely to want to get into a relationship. But at the end of the day, people crave connection, so they're going to find it somehow without the commitment. People don't want to commit
I
as
remember what I
well.
was going to say now. What I was going to say is that I feel like also the dating culture of our generation.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the 90s love. Nobody wants commitment. Everyone wants to be free.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be bad man, bad girl.
Mm.
Pretty on any side. Like
that's cute and all, but it's only gonna take you so far.
I feel like it's cute for the first like month for the chase, but then it's just like, okay, cool, maybe month or two, but then it's just like, how long are we gonna drag this for now? And yeah, that's why I just think it's dating culture, to be honest. I feel like,
yeah, I just don't understand why people are so scared of commitment.
I don't know. I'm opposite. I'm not scared of commitment.
I'm not scared of commitment either. And I think I understand, like, obviously being single, you still have freedom, basically. You have all your freedom to do everything you want, blah, blah, blah. In a relationship, there are certain things that you're gonna not
It's
be
just
able
boundaries.
to do. Yeah,
Like, don't
boundaries
lick
that you're not
someone
gonna be able to
else.
cross.
Don't fuck another girl. Like, it's not hard.
But you shouldn't want to, because you found someone that you actually really genuinely like. Like, that's such a nice feeling.
In love or in like.
love, yeah.
Because it's actually not. If you genuinely like the person, like if you genuinely like them, it shouldn't be a problem like making the transition. I guess like you don't have to do it 0 from 100 and then over the night. It can be gradual. Like, you can be dating, then let's be exclusively dating each other. So that's like the trial, isn't it? And then that's when you can put a label on after that.
I think also people are trying to make a relationship that has been to society's standards. And what I realized from my last relationship is that you can have a relationship any way you want, as long as it works for you and that person. Because like you see, even married people, some people don't live together, but
Don't
it
same
works
bedrooms.
great for them. Like it's
Yeah.
fine. They're still loyal. They still have their time together, and they still have that same freedom of being apart. And it's not a to society.
Societal standards or society standards?
It's not to society's standards, but that's a tongue twister, guys. Everyone say that 5 times.
Society standards, society standards, society standards.
Period. Anyways, I got a list, so but yeah, you can literally build your own version of commitment. It doesn't have to be what you think everyone else is saying, or you have to do this, you have to speak to each other every day.
Everyone's different.
And you can build it however you want. Like, as long as it works for you and that person that you're in a relationship with, then it's fine. Like, you can. I just think commitment is not as scary as people make it seem.
As we're getting closer to the end, like now we have questions that are really tailored to would we date ourselves. So next question is, are we becoming the person we would like to date?
I would say yes. I feel like already I approached dating in a different way than before. Like, I speak out, speak my mind. I'm not afraid to talk to men. However, men like to be spoken to any which way anyway. If I'm being so for real, they like a girl that like knows what they want, says what they want, how they want it. Like they love that. But I'm also being more honest, more vulnerable emotionally. Like I said, I'm still working on parts of myself, but my patience is nice because I don't have any. No one's pissing me off.
No one's testing me.
No one's pissed me off where I need to be. My patience is tested, like, so I'm able to just thrive as I am. So I would say yes.
Am I becoming the person I would like to date? I feel like, if I'm being honest, I feel like I always was the person I wanted to date. Like, I feel like when I am in a relationship, I will give 100% effort, and I feel like my communication is pretty decent. Obviously, it's not 100% perfect, but it's something I will develop with the right partner. And I feel like the love I give is the love I'm seeking. So in that aspect, I feel like I am the person I would want to date, because besides all of that as well, like, I can be spontaneous. I can plan some real good date nights as well. And it's just like loads of different things. I can stay at home. I can stay at home for time. Let's watch a movie marathon or a TV series marathon. Like, I feel like I'm pretty easy. Like, if you just roll over and say, "Do you want to go flat iron?" Yeah, I would jump up.
Anything with steak.
Anything with steak. But yeah, I feel like I've always been the person I've wanted to date. So it's just about finding that in someone else, I guess.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair. I date me. I'm a bitch. The amount of shit I give to niggas, I date me for sure. I'll be like, me next, bitch. Take me on holiday too. The fuck?
Yep. Do you know what's funny is because when I asked you this off camera, when I told you, okay, this is what the episode's going to be about, he's like, I won't date me.
I know, that's true. But now thinking about it, I would actually.
That's good, because I feel like we should, like, reflect the kind of love that we want to receive. Yeah. Obviously, the person's not going to be 100%, but that's what kind of brings the spark and brings the fun. Because otherwise, you'll just be talking to yourself, and you can do that by yourself.
Exactly. No, exactly. I can. Yeah. So since dealing with our dating past, what new standards have we set for ourselves? What green flags are we looking for?
My biggest green flag is someone who's emotionally vulnerable and is able to articulate that. Someone who can communicate, even if they're fearful of my reaction. Dumb, but cool. And what other green flags? Those are my main ones. I think that's because it severely lacked in my previous relationship. What else do I want? I just want someone who knows of themselves and knows what they bring to the table as well.
Yeah, believe in your source.
Believe in your source, because that's what's going to keep me there. Someone, just someone who cares and literally just generally wants to get to know me and still has that, like, curiosity throughout the relationship.
That curiosity should never leave, because we're always changing, always developing new likes, new habits, new shows, all of this stuff. Like, you should never stop being curious about your partner. You shouldn't. Ever.
But those are my main things, I guess.
Mine, non-negotiable, Because you can't be only child.
I told you about them. I literally told her about them.
It's just, yeah, don't approach me if you don't got no siblings. I don't give a
Please
fuck
don't,
how you grew
please.
up. You're not getting involved with me at
No.
all. Second, someone that is actually family orientated and actually cares about their family,
Yeah, that's on my list too.
treats their mum well.
'Cause
Unless I know people don't have good relationships, but if you had a good relationship and you're still treating your mum anyhow, then I don't.
Because they say
respect
that how a man treats his mum is how he would treat his wife, and
that's true.
yeah, like usually they say that like a man's biggest person in their life is their mother, and for a woman it's their father. So yeah, there's a fine line though, because you can't be a mummy's boy. You actually can't be a mummy's boy. That's my red flag. That should what I should have put as the red flag. A mummy's boy. I've encountered one of them. One of them tried to move to me. Disgusting.
We don't want mummy's boys.
No, please, no.
But you do need to respect your parents and your family, and like
even if you don't get along with them, I feel like there's a level of respect you kind of don't have to give, but it's just out courtesy, because you don't have to badmouth them either. Like obviously shit happens. Me of all people, I know that shit. But yeah, there's a way about how you go about it as well.
Yeah, definitely. I also want someone that just thinks I'm the best thing that happened to them. No wondering eyes, just only eyes for me. You know, always complimenting me, always making me feel good, feel pretty, and stuff like that. Because you know, a bitch got her insecurities. I want someone that's gonna make me secure when I'm with them. They just
heavy on that. I need someone, if there's any doubts or moments of me overthinking, you need to not. I would like you to know this is the time to reassure me.
Yeah.
Because even if I say, "Oh, can you reassure me?" Like most people, they don't necessarily do that. So it's just like you doing it off your own back.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, someone that's just always curious and continuing to get to know you, like, because there's so much things to talk about. There's so many layers to unravel. Like, I'm already like, what happened in your childhood? Because why do you think this way about this? I need to know. So
but even like take us for example, we've known each other since birth.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about her ex.
Well, you didn't ask like that.
I did ask.
Like that.
I know I did ask.
You didn't ask how we got together.
That's not the main bit of the story. I didn't think. So you should have told me. You know me, I would have just started from the beginning. But she's found a little loophole.
I don't give information, but if you ask me, I'll be 100% honest.
Cool. Every day I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Okay, great. That's how it should be. Yeah, I think that's my main thing. But and also someone that is how do I say this? Not happy with where they are, because obviously people want to grow, but someone that's content and not just constantly down because they're not where they're supposed to be right now.
No, it's true.
because
let's say you are down. Okay, cool. Have 24 hours to be sad about it, but how are we going to move past this now? And if you come up with suggestions, don't be knocking them down.
Don't be knocking them down. And you have a plan that you're actually putting into practice, then it's like, cool, we all are going to have setbacks, but we've already got a plan to move forward. And like, you just can't be miserable and in the house all day. It's like, let's go around. And like, it's not cute. It's not cute.
It's not demure.
Not at all. But yeah, I think those are my green flag, red flag, non-negotiables, all of the above.
Now it's time for our final question, the one you've been dying for. You've been asking for it, dying for it. Get off my back.
Do you know what? Before we answer this question, I actually got one more question.
Okay. Oh, off script. Okay.
Yeah, it's off script, but it's on script. I guess we kind of went into it, but describe how you are as a girlfriend. And
that's a great question. Why did I not write that down?
I will say if I would date you.
Oh!
You can say if you would date me.
Okay. I need to think about it first. Do you have an answer? Can I ask you first?
Okay, I can go first.
Okay, cool. Can I think about it for real?
Okay, to describe
yes!
I'm dead. To describe me as a girlfriend starts with giving, like, if you're my man, just know that you will be taken care of, especially if you need it. But even if you don't, like, I like to give gifts. I like to take people out. I like to make sure people are feeling okay, especially in my presence. So I normally do go above. Yeah, I would go above and beyond for you to make sure you're comfortable. Period. Make sure you have all your favorite snacks in the house. The way I had to teach my ex to do that, when I was coming over, I'm like, I'm coming over, you know, I'm like, have my
you wanted to starve you because he didn't want you there.
That will never be. Yeah, that'll never be the case with me. You gotta have your favorite snack, your favorite juice, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
Yeah, I have to. I have to. I'm someone that is. You can talk to about anything. You might feel judged because I can't control my face.
Oh yeah, I know that from now.
But I'm genuinely not judging you. Like, I genuinely won't judge you for anything that happens in your life and how you react to it.
No, that is true. You don't judge. You listen.
Like,
you listen and you don't judge, but your face judges. But
yeah,
that's literally her
like,
face.
I can't control my face, but I'm genuinely like, I can't judge you for anything because I don't know what I would have done in any situation either. So you can be raw and honest with me, literally about anything, everything. What else? I'm willing to pay on dates after you've paid the first 2 times.
I hear it.
What else is there? I can't say that part
because your mother is watching.
You know, adults are watching.
And little CJ.
But just know, you know, we're open to anything.
Oh,
everything.
Okay, right.
How else? I feel like I can sell myself a bit more.
You probably could.
I'm cute. I could put it on.
You can put it on.
And I can take it off.
That was good. That was a good one.
Oh, that's funny. We can have a laugh together. Like, it's just fun. And I like a lot of things. Like, you can introduce me.
You have a lot of hobbies, yeah.
Yeah, you can introduce me to literally anything. I'm very, very open to stuff you like. And as long as that's reciprocated, then we can have a good time.
You've really sold me. I would date you. I would date you if you were a man. Damn it! They didn't want us to shine.
Okay, describe yourself as a girlfriend.
Me as a girlfriend is quite similar. Like, I give a lot. For me, I just want to make sure you feel like you can be emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because I feel like feelings are a massive part of our day-to-day lives. I don't know if it's linked to like just my job as well. Like,
it probably
doing
is.
like check-ins as well. Like,
yeah.
Like, not well-being check-ins because hopefully you're not. But just making sure you're okay. Like, I really would like. I'm generally curious about like how's your day been, and just like little things like, oh, this so and so is pissing me off.
Love that.
Why? Why did they do that? So I know not to do that. I feel like I am very like self-reflective. If you tell me like, oh, like I didn't like how you said that, I would like really try and make it like a massive conscious effort to like not approach you that way, because not
That's
like
good. You're someone that listens and takes.
I do try my best. I really do try my best. Yeah, I don't mind paying for dates either. Yeah, because obviously money comes and goes.
Exactly.
Not everyone's in a situation they want to be when they first get together or like 10 years down the line. So it's just about like a give and take as long as it's reciprocated. Again, I'm pretty down for a lot of things as well. Like, I've got a lot of hobbies.
You are.
Or like, if I haven't done something, I always will be like, okay, I'm done to try it once.
Yeah, at least.
Even if I don't like it, then we can laugh about it and be like, oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I also listen and I don't judge. I don't think my face reacts as much as yours. I try and, if someone says they're gonna say something like, I don't want you to judge me, I just know, okay, it needs to be a neutral face. Like, I try and do like a blank canvas, so while I'm processing, you don't take it.
I don't think I've seen you in that mode. I can't agree.
No, I don't look at me getting excited. I feel like any little accomplishment, like a little promotion at work, a big promotion at work, or just little things are like you've gone back to your old favorite sport. I would like generally be a big cheerleader. I would come to your games. I used to go to my ex's work football. Like, it wasn't even serious, but I used to come.
That's really cute.
No, I'm really big cheerleader. I feel like people should have people cheering them on.
They should.
If you have an exam coming up, I would create flashcards for you.
Oh, wow, girl.
I've actually done all of that.
You go through the mile.
No, I really, because we're not failures here.
Right.
We're not.
Right.
And if we are, you know what? We go again. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off. If not, you can't do it right now, I'll help you do it. And yeah, no, I'm just thinking about relationship and it just makes me so happy, because I generally feel like I'm the best version of myself when I'm in love and when I'm like doing these acts of service.
I feel like the relationship is the one place where you could just give all the love that you've been
Mm.
holding in, and that's probably why you feel good when you're in a relationship. You're just able to give that love that you have inside. Like, bro,
Yeah.
we are loving girls at
No,
heart.
in my soul.
And so we just love to give love.
I just love.
Which is why I like being in a relationship as well. Because I just, but
But
I'd definitely date you.
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't answer that.
I'd definitely date you.
God just didn't want us to.
I should have been the man.
No, you try to make me be the man and the singing parts and all of these things. But yes,
I mean, to have you as a girlfriend, I'd have to be a man.
You'd have to be.
So
yes,
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
I know this is about would we date ourselves, but this is also part of dating. For now, just describe your ideal type.
Oh, oh, I've actually got a list.
There's
6'4". I'm joking. Okay. Are we talking about physical type as well? Or just everything? Okay, my ideal person would be taller than me.
Yeah.
They don't have to be like drastically taller, but you need to be taller than me so I can wear heels and there's still a bit of a height difference. They need to have hair.
Yeah.
They need to have hair, but like, let me braid your hair and that kind of stuff. Like, clearly we're talking about black men. Someone older, but not too much older. Like, I feel like I like men that are 2 years older than me. Tattoos, because I feel like your body's a canvas and I'm an artist. I like to see why you've done that and if there's any like link to your personal life. Someone that's into sports or goes to the gym, like I feel like health is really like it's key.
Health is wealth.
Yeah, literally. Okay, and the qualities, family oriented, family orientated, patient, funny, good communication, playful, romantic, and that's in caps because I feel like I never had someone that was romantic. Sweet, understanding, caps again, honest, open-minded, socially aware, willing to help others, enjoys arts/entertainment, thoughtful, spontaneous, supportive, emotionally mature, so that they share their thoughts and feelings and isn't afraid to do so. Someone that's a leader, not a follower. Good decision maker, because again, if you're going to be a leader, you need to make good decisions.
Right, I'm not going to follow you blindly now.
Nah, ma'am, it's not the blind leads the blind.
It's not.
Able to come up with solutions when things go wrong and move forward. Positive about self-growth and self-improvement and like actually take steps towards that. Have morals and beliefs that align with myself. Have a good I'm not just reading from the thing. Why am I trying to freestyle? Has a good group of friends and support system around them. Considerate and thinks about me through all situations. Someone that's proud to have me and shows that off. And gets along with my family. Oh, that's something I didn't add about. This is a little tangent about me as girlfriend. I really immerse myself in my partner's family. Like I would. No, but it's not just with.
I know.
No, I really like, as in, I would take like their sisters out and like go out with the girls. I won't necessarily do the boys because I just
they're boys. Yeah. But that's exactly what I want because I love family.
But yeah, that's to wrap this up. Someone that also wants to travel and it's down to say yes to other things as well.
Period. That's pretty much.
Oh, sorry. They need to be the oldest sibling. That's it. Yeah. That was it. Thank you. Thank you for my TED talk. What's yours?
My ideal type.
I know you got a list.
Yeah, is that list. No. Physical is someone taller than me, preferably having a dad bod.
Yeah, she love a dad bod. Moto, right?
Don't be no skinny beanie next to me.
I like them chunky. What's that song?
What is it?
Moto, Madagascar. Moto, lies. I like them chunky.
I do.
I like them wide.
Think Moto like you.
I like them big. I like them chunky. I like them big.
I love it.
She has a thick snicker.
I do. It's so. Oh, this made me feel safe. But yeah, preferably. Someone with hair. You just can't be bold.
No receding hairline as well.
No receding hairline.
God forbid you give that to my child.
I do like facial hair. I don't mind that. Did I say taller than me?
Of course you did.
All right.
course she did.
And I do like tattoos. Those are really cute.
Mm.
And then personality-wise, somebody that's just open-minded, someone that is playful, adventurous, someone that just doesn't take life too seriously. Because I don't think I take life seriously. Obviously, you should be able to have serious conversations and stuff, but we need to be able to be joking and laughing about literally anything and everything that happens.
Yep.
Someone that is family orientated, someone that can respect my family and how I interact with them and stuff like that. Someone who has siblings,
Chilan.
someone that has a job,
Mm-hmm.
preferably a car and a license. They come together. What else is on my list? Someone that makes me feel safe, that makes me feel beautiful, that makes me feel like I could just be myself around them, non-judgmental. Yeah.
I've got one more thing to add to my list.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that also pushes me to my potential, and I'm able to do that as well.
Yeah.
Without either of us getting a bit like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone who also will invest in my future. You see
Mhm.
my vision, you're like, cool, I'm gonna help you get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Supportive, a really supportive person.
yeah.
But yeah, I was just curious.
A girl can dream.
Manifestation is real. I can't lie. My list, a lot of it has come to pass currently, so
I'm so happy. No, I'm actually so happy.
I can't even complain.
A lot of things are going well for Shekinah since she left that toxic split, man. No, I'm being serious.
It has.
She's also, we're going to give her congratulations. She also passed her driving test. Yeah, passed her princess. But yeah, no, I don't like you're hitting your thing, your vision board.
My vision board is vision
done,
boarding,
basically.
'cause-
Your vision board's kind of done.
Yeah, I didn't put a lot this year. My one goal was to get my driving license. So I've accomplished that very recently, and I'm so happy, guys.
And it's like still, well, it's like just the second quarter of the year as well. So you did that quite early on, and that's something you should be proud about.
I'm so proud. That took a lot out of me.
But I feel like, especially after leaving that relationship, you've had more time to invest in yourself as well. And this was, I feel like you really gave yourself a massive push.
It really did.
And it's just lovely to see. I love it when my friends shine. Because then it pushes me. Maybe not for driving, but in other aspects. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
But we have to give you your flowers.
Appreciate it. Things have been really good, so that means I was not meant to be with that person, for sure.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're in a relationship and shit is just going downhill, you might need to think about ending that relationship.
Yeah, leave. Don't do what we did.
Because sometimes it's just heavy baggage just stopping you from going.
And to wrap this up, to all the people that said last week's episode was too short, I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy. Wait, what are you singing?
The same one.
Okay, we can also sing.
I forgot that one.
Wicked.
But it came.
I hope you're happy
Right
now.
And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. I hope you're happy.
Bring me down.
I hope you're happy. 1, 2, 3. Are we keeping that in?
Maybe. I have to see how it sounds. So to answer your question,
we would date ourselves.
We would date ourselves. Absolutely, 10th time over.
I would jump on myself and say, let's get married.
Like, I'm a great girlfriend.
And
I'll be an even better wife.
Oh, don't forget it.
But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and laughed along with us. Let us know what your green flags are, what your red flags are, what your advice is for dating nowadays, and would you date yourself?
What was the best and what was the worst thing about dating us? What do you think your ex was saying?
before I answer the question,
Mhm.
I low-key did have a vision of like having an episode with our exes on there. I know they would never agree to it, and now obviously because of
I think my mum would.
because of what transpired did but I have definitely
Boss up himself, squeeze himself upon the bed.
I just think it'll be the funniest thing ever, but